So we just practice this part vocabulary. Okay. So could you tell me a bit about yourself?
Okay, so can I say?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so a little bit about myself. I'm currently a 4-year student at University of Social Sciences and Humanities. Yeah. And today I joined you because I had seen your group on Facebook. And I just want to join and to have an environment for me to practice speaking English.
That's good. So what's the major?
My major is English.
Yeah, yes. Okay. So remember, at 4 p.m. you have to speak, and you have to discuss with the writer. And the speaker for today is Mr. Jeff from the U.S. Right? So that's why I want you, right, to talk to him, to share anything about this topic. Right? So if you want to do that, you need, right, to prepare vocabularies and especially your ideas. Right? So that's why don't ask some kind of questions, boring questions, like what you like to do in your free time. Okay? Yeah. Very, very boring. And you, hello, could you tell me a bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Sue, and my full name is given to. I'm currently studying business administration in Saigon University, and I quite love English and have a big passion for English for a long time, and I've been studying English for more than 10 years now.
10 years. So,
Pretty long. It's a long.
did you have any certificates of English?
I just got band 7 in Vietnam, and I'm still not satisfied with it yet. With that 4 years.
So why do you want to get more?
Yeah, once again, 7.5 or 8 or something.
Really? So you want to be the teachers or some kind of that?
I just want to conquer that exam. That's it.
Wow. Too ambitious.
Yes, you can say that.
But actually, so now you graduate, right?
No, I'm still in my 3rd year in college.
So what do you think about your future? What do you want to do?
Is it possible? I also want to become an English teacher as my part-time job. Yeah. That's too much.
So don't you want to work in a company?
I haven't thought much about that yet.
So I think if you want to, if you want to have more opportunities, you should work in an international company, right? And maybe if you have, right, good conditions, so you can work abroad. Don't stay here.
Yeah, I also want to study abroad or do something in a different country.
So what do you think about the idea of study abroad?
I think about it. The first thing that comes to mind would be like a lot of money, a lot of opportunities. Get competitive edge over other people when they study here.
So that's why all of you come here, right? Because this title is very important to you, right? So everybody here, do you need money?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. So let's the statement like, we cannot choose our family or where we are born, right? So, some people, when they are born, they are rich already. What do you think about this?
They born with she was going in the mouth.
So you want to be like that?
Also, but no, unfortunately, not like that.
Okay. So people want to be in a wealthy family, right? And some people say, if you are from this family, you don't need to work hard. Do you believe that?
Because I think their fathers are very rich, but if they don't work to create more monies, and I think this last money we were
Yeah, for now. Yeah, maybe. And you, what do you think about this?
Yeah, in my opinion, for those who were born in a rich family, they still need to work hard, really hard, because as
So, if they are born in a wealthy family,
yes,
they need to work hard?
yes.
Oh, great.
Because in my opinion, they are the one who have great chance to get access to, like a lot of education, and from which that point they can, if they are already rich, they can do some voluntary job, or they can help other people to like be rich like them. Yeah, and I also think that because if you are rich and you just want to use your money to enjoy or to satisfy your needs, it's kind of boring, and I don't think that is a good choice for. Yeah.
I love that. Right? So even you have a lot of money, right, you still think about how to spend it.
Yes.
Good job. Good job.
Very sad about it.
And you, what do you think about this?
Yeah, it doesn't matter your family was poor or rich. It depends on your attitude for living. So if you have the poor dad or rich dad, it's rich dad, it's okay for you because you can have the good education and you can have a good knowledge from your family. They can teach you or something like that. But the poor family is also okay because if the family have enough good for you, so they will bring you to the good school or something like that, and you will require something for the future. So that's fair. So however, if you are rich, maybe your son, your kids, you're happy, then others, and very easy to be successful in the future. Yeah, opposite with the poor family. So you need to learn more things, and you need to have the more energy, more motivation, or more ambition to become a good, successful person.
Okay, good. Now, so older people say poor people are more studious or hardworking than rich people. Do you believe that?
No. Sorry, I say poor people. Yeah. I think that poor people have to try much of money for the life. They hard working and conduct some work in the same time.
But actually, many students in big universities
Yeah.
or expensive universities, right? They don't study a lot. Do you think so? So that's mean they don't have the kind of maybe purpose, right, or objective, or maybe they don't need to struggle with their life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think that's many students in a lot of province
Yeah, good. Okay.
working part time to pay for the life and
Okay.
and cost of education.
Okay, good. So we are discussion. So between the rich and the poor, because who are more hardworking? Yeah, we can keep doing this.
That's a trick question. You can be poor and a very hard worker, just bad luck. You can be smarter than a person that's rich, but not in the right spot or place at the right time. But most of the time, the richer you are, you have a bigger drive to make more money and more money. My brother, he make really good money. He work all the time. He save it, but if he die tomorrow, it don't do nothing. So you need a little bit of both. You need to make money, save money, but you also have to enjoy your money. But enjoying money for you could be buying a house, having a new car. Enjoyment for me is paying my bills, but traveling. I don't need a house. More to clean. More things to break down. If I rent and my water break, I call somebody and they come and fix it for free because it's their place. My house, I got to call and then pay a lot of money. So it really depends what you enjoy in life and what you want in life. There was a time I made pretty good money, but I wasn't very happy because I was working all the time. So I decided to make less money so I can go do more things. But now you have to maybe cut some corners, meaning instead of buying salmon, you don't buy salmon. Instead of buying nice, because in America, like hair conditioner and shampoo, very expensive, like $6, $7. Maybe you buy the cheaper brand. You buy the cheaper brands for everything. Instead of having great Wi-Fi, you have medium Wi-Fi. So it depends what you want to enjoy in your life. Up to you. Up to you. Forget it. All right. What is a lot of money? What's a lot of money to you?
I just want to clarify the question here. A lot of money means what would I do when I have a lot of money? Or
No, like how much money is a lot for you? Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of rich people want more and more and more and more, and then they hire people to do their work.
Yeah. In my opinion, a lot of money means that you can satisfy. Firstly, you can satisfy your needs, your basic needs, like when you live, when you want to eat, or your children, if you have children and you have
Yeah, but
family.
what kind of place do you want to live in? You can live cheap but okay, or you can spend all your money living in a nice place where you're only there when you sleep and come home from work for a few hours.
Yeah. in my opinion, in a long run, I would prefer to have a stable house rather than renting an apartment, because as far as I want to say, I just want to have some place to go back, and then I have
Stability.
Yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
stability. You want to be able to have, to be able to live and pay your rent and your food. But once again, what kind of food do you want? What kind of place do you want? You know, what does it have to be 5 bedrooms? Can it be 2 bedrooms? Can you have 1 bathroom and not 2.5 bathrooms?
yeah.
You know, that's where it comes in. Like, I'm a minimalist. Minimalist means I don't need a lot to live. I cook, I clean, I do everything myself. I'm 52, so I've been living on my own since 19, going to college and just working and doing things that I did. So I've learned 1 month can be very good in life. Look, instance, COVID. You're doing really good. COVID hit. Now everybody in the world doing really bad. So you work so hard. So something like COVID can hit, and now it's all gone. You got to start all over. But if you were living more simple, it'd be easier to pay those bills. And when COVID over, you can still travel or go shopping or do whatever you enjoy doing. Because if you don't do stuff that you enjoy, life boring. Men only live an average of 76 years. Women live 82 years. Men live less because we always have to hear the women yell at us. Nice. So, out of those 82 years, if you go to college, you know, 1/3 of your life is school. And then when you retire, 1/3 of your life is retirement. And you can't really do much because you're so tired from working so much. So you only have 1/3 of life to enjoy. So, it's like, once again, it's just up to you. What do you like to do? You like to travel? You like to go shopping?
Yes, I really want to go traveling to take definitely the best moments of my life, because I consider it as once in a lifetime chance.
Yeah, no. I've been to over 40 countries.
That's my dream.
But my brother go to countries, he get nice hotels, 5-star dinners. He spends $400 or $500 per night at these places. I go to a hostel where it's $4 a night, and you have 20 people in the same room. But I can travel for 60 days. My brother can travel for 10 days or 14. I can backpack across Europe for 2 months doing it my way. His way, maybe 10, 14 days. Because when I travel, I'm never in my room. I wake up early and I go do touristy stuff. And at night, I come home early or late at night because I go out all night. So I don't sleep. And by the time my trip is over, I need another vacation. So I go to an island and relax. So I always plan my trip and then a trip after my trip to relax. Because when you go to Europe, you're walking uphill, downhill. The roads are very cobblestone because they're very old. So you're tired. And then you don't, like I said, you don't sleep. So when I travel cheap. You go on an airplane. I go away for 14 days. I need 3 suitcases. Each suitcase is $50 or $100. I carry backpack. because everywhere you go have laundry. I don't need a lot of clothes. If I need it clean, I drop. If I'm in Poland, to do laundry like $4. So I just saved $46 because I don't need a bag of clothes with me. Because when you're in Europe, it's cheap to fly. Like if I go to Denmark and then I fly to Italy, it's like $50. If I fly from America to Italy, it's like $2,000. For me to fly from America to Denmark is like $200. So you can be very direct and go right to your spot for $2,000, or you find the cheapest place to travel in Europe, and then you fly inside Europe very cheap. But when people only have 7 days or 10 days, they want to get right there. So my way, I even get more out of it. Because, for instance, I backpacked 58 days across Europe, cost me $2,000. My brother did 14 days in Italy, it cost him $5,000. So it's what you want. So if you want to travel, I would say you have to save money. There's tips to traveling. I have a YouTube channel. I put tips on there for traveling. But when to book a flight, when to book a hotel, when to fly, all these things save you money. So educate yourself on the steps of traveling, and you can save a lot of money. So, and I'm not rich, but I travel 40 countries. And then there are people who are rich and they go to 2 countries because they don't enjoy life. So, yes? What do you like to do?
Yeah.
You like to travel? You want to...
Yeah. Sometimes I go to travel in Đà Lạt and Vũng Tàu.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you fly or take a bus?
I go by car.
By car.
Yeah.
How much does the car cost? How much does the car cost you to go there and back?
I don't remember. I think that 3 million.
3 million.
Vietnam.
And a bus there and back, 1.5.
Yeah.
So that's an extra 1.5. If you the car take 5 hours. A car 5 hours to go from here to Dalat.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like 5. I think 5 or 6, maybe 6 hours by car. By bus, it's like 10 hours.
Yeah.
But you spend a lot less. So now maybe you can splurge. You know what splurge means? To spend extra money on something, right? To splurge. You can splurge on a better room. You can splurge on staying maybe an extra day. So if you cut that corner, because it's 3 million round trip or 3 million one way.
Yeah.
Right. It's both ways, like 6 million, right? So you just spent, $300 just getting there when you could spend 100 and have that 200 to stay extra days and enjoy more.
Yeah.
So it once again comes down to what you enjoy, and you have to educate yourself on the things you like to do, which is fun because you like to do it. Like for instance, when I started traveling 15 years ago, I didn't really know much, but I learned, join every company for flying, whether Vietjet or Delta, join everyone and sign up for their offers. Because one day you might get an offer to fly somewhere for $30, but you got to do it now. So you can't think. They make you make a decision now. But it's $30. You go. Like I flew one time, I Norwegian Airlines, and they sent me an email, round trip from Florida to Denmark, Copenhagen. for $180. But I had to stay 10 days between the flight. No problem. Because normally it's going to be $600 to fly round trip. So I just saved that money and now I can stay the 10 days. So my first tip would be sign up for every airline company, big or small. Because that one time they send you that message, like, oh, I'm going. That would be one of my first tips. But and it'll save you a lot of money. And remember, backpack, not luggage. No suit. Maybe like a carry-on, but nothing you want to give them. First bag 50, second bag 100, third bag 150. So you just spent $300 for them to hold a bag, 3 bags for you or whatever to go. So then now you save more money, and now you maybe stay an extra day. I'm broke. We're going to do some vocabulary. I'm broke. What does that mean, I'm broke? I'm broke. What does that mean?
It means you don't have money.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you're poor. It just means today I'm broke. Maybe when you get paid, you're not broke. You might not have a lot of money, but you're not broke. But today I have nothing in my wallet. I'm broke. In America, if you don't make a lot of money, you're always broke. I think last class it was like, if you're not making like $50,000 a year, you're barely making it.
Yes.
I run out of money. That's why English is hard, because I run out of money is the same as I'm broke. Another way to say I'm broke is I ran out of money. Not run out of money. I ran out of money. Not run. R-A-N, because it's past. I spent all my money yesterday, so I ran out of money. I will run out of money tomorrow if I keep traveling and spending all my money. So then it would be okay. Ran. I can't live without money. Nobody can live without money. But it comes down to the question again, how much money? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Do you want to be an Elon Musk? Or do you want to be just an average guy that can live life okay?
I think that wants to be like better than no average man because.
Well, like, what do you do for work here?
I work at a company specific. Working for a travel company. Yeah, and I am a customer service specialist.
Okay, so you probably get a discount off, right? You work for the company, you can probably get a discount.
Yeah, you
After class, see me. I need your number. Okay. So, how many days a week do you work?
Yeah, 5 days a week.
5 days.
Yeah.
And do you have a two-bedroom apartment, or one, or you live with mom and dad? Or?
No. Because I just graduate from my university, so
okay.
I just began my first career, and I had not saved that much money.
Because university take all your money. So you said your first career. So you want to do, how many careers do you want?
I think that
your first job or your first career different?
Yeah, this is my first job.
First job. Your career is what you do. If you change, like I work construction and I changed my career to fitness. So there's a difference between job and career. How old are you?
22.
20. You're going to have many more jobs, because this job is your beginning job, and then you get more experience, and then you'll be able to make more money or go to a different place. And the better your English, I believe you'll make more money. especially for travel industry or hotel industry and stuff like that, because now you could be working at the front desk instead of being a maid. And people at the front desk will make more money because they can speak to the people that come, to where the person who's cleaning, which is a very hard job. Don't get me wrong, cleaning, one of the hardest jobs there is, vacuuming and dusting, not easy job. But you'll make more money because you'll be like, yes, can I help you? Instead of going, you know, you'll be able to speak with them, so you'll make more money. Your opportunities will be better. So I'm guessing before you're 30, you'll have 4 jobs. I believe that, because you're going to get smarter, and you can go to college, but college is an experience. Everybody thinks, oh, I just went to college for 4 years, I'm going to come out and make $80,000 a year, or $50,000, $60,000. No, because even though you go to college, you don't know what it's like to be in the real world. College is fake world.
Yeah.
And then you get out and you go to real world, you go, whoa, I have to go to a job every day. I can't just go to class and wing it, you know. Then you gotta realize, I gotta, 10 hours a day I gotta work? And then reality set in, and then they change career. Because they want something easier. And then they go to college, everything they go to college for, it wastes. In America, $50,000 a year to go to college. Some $100,000, some $25,000. So you graduate after 4 years, that's $200,000. So and like doctors, they go to school 10 years. And they'll tell you they'll be a doctor for 10 years, and they still don't pay off their student loans and everything. But they make good money. Mm-hmm. They can still go do stuff. But in America, what they're starting to do now is, I went to a high school that was a technical school, a trade school. So I learned a trade in high school. I wasn't going to go to college. I was going to go and learn a trade and then just go right into the work. But I ended up getting a scholarship for college, and I went. But should I go in? I know we talk about money, but I sidetracked with college, because I don't know college here, but in America, college crazy. I always bring this up. Can a man have a baby? Mm-hmm. Can a man have a baby? Can a man be pregnant? In America, he can. So there's professors that will say, and you can look on YouTube professors that think you can get pregnant as a man because they're afraid to lose their job if they say you can't. Because right now, America is very woke. So people are afraid to speak their mind, so they're phony. So now the colleges are very left-wing, so they teach wokeness, not education. They teach you, like, there will be many professors that will have classes on men having babies, and if you say they can't, you fail. Now you spend all that money because you get one teacher that says, no, a man can have a baby. When he knows he can't, but if he says it, he loses his job. So now his education is different. When I went, we didn't have that. You know, we didn't have safe spaces. You know what a safe space is? In college, it's why kids in America now are weak. Because in college, if somebody yells, you're bad, and then they feel horrible and they go into a safe space to calm down because somebody yelled at them. You know? So, and all colleges have that now. So the way they're teaching isn't as much as education-wise, it's more wokeness in the country, transgender, binary. You know what transgender is? Okay. In America, 1% of America transgender, but all the colleges are making it like it's 99% America. So the college you go to in America, you have to really do research on professors. There was a professor in a college about 3 months ago. A Christian student had a table up for abortion. The lady the teacher didn't like it and flipped the desk, yelled at everybody. A reporter went to the teacher's house. The teacher chased the reporter with a machete. And she just got another job at another college.
So Jeff, so what do you think about this opinion? So some people say in America, so American people are not afraid of failures. So that's why if you want to make a lot of money, you have to do something other people haven't thought about it. Do you believe that?
The people aren't afraid to take a chance? Is that what you're saying? Like they're not afraid to take a chance to do something to make money?
But actually, so you know, many people are afraid of failures. So that's why they don't want to try, right, to do new things.
Right, well, that's the human nature. Nobody likes to fail. But failure makes you stronger. Failure makes you better. Nobody perfect. In college, I take philosophy. And they say God is almighty. Can God, I always ask, can God make a boulder he can't move? If he can do anything, can he build a boulder, like a mountain, he can't move? Because if he can't move it, he can't do everything. So they say God is almighty and can do anything. But if he makes a mountain he cannot move, can he do everything?
Not really.
Right, it's the same with America. So you have to fail to... Failure builds character. When you go on job interview, it's not always what you know, but they always look at your character too. You know what character means? What kind of person you are. What do you do? What do you like to do? Well, I like to play video games. Okay, you're not hired. Because that means you don't like to leave your house. You know, but what do you like to do? Well, I like to study. Okay, you get the job. Your character would become hardworking. That's what they look for. You can work hard, but you're going to fail in everything. That's why I say even God fails. He built the mountain he couldn't move. But you're going to fail. It builds character. Learn from your failure. That's the difference. You could fail 100 times, but learn from each one. Don't fail the same thing 100 times, because that means you'd never learn. So, I would say in America, that would be the part they look. Everybody's afraid to fail because, for instance, I want to start a restaurant. I'm going to spend all my money. I go to the bank and I say, put a mortgage on my house, and I put that. So if my business fails, now I lose all my money and my house, so I have no place to live. That's the part that scares people taking their chance. Because in your brain, you want to take that chance to make the money, but in the back of your brain, it's saying, yeah, but if you fail, you're homeless, and it's scary. So, I don't, you know, I would say always take a chance. I've owned many businesses growing up. You know, I took a chance, whether it was a landscaping company, fitness company, I always took chances. Maybe that's why I never have a lot of money. But that one chance tomorrow might be the one. Like I go to 40 countries, I just don't eat hamburger all the time. I try every food possible. I go to Thailand, I eat a scorpion. I eat a tarantula. When are you going to get a chance to do that? Don't be, it helps, that little bite helps your fears. I don't want to bite it, I don't want to, and then, oh, I just bit it, I can do anything. I just ate a tarantula, I can do anything. You know, I ate a cockroach covered in chocolate. But it was a cockroach, you know. Thank God it was covered in chocolate. But but you have to try. If you don't try, you can't succeed. That's what I teach all the kids, right? I teach them all in class. Every school I work at many different schools right now. I cover, and I teach them, yes. But what bothers me the most is that they don't try. If you don't try, you will never win or succeed.
So Jeff, another question.
Yeah,
So you know, many American people, so they prefer trying new things. So that's mean it's a kind of stimulate, right? To find out, right, something new for their life. So that's why when American people discover new things, right, they are excited. But Vietnamese people, they are not like that. So there are a lot of fears, right, that prevent Vietnamese people from doing what they want.
Yeah.
Right?
Fear is a major factor.
So that's why even they want to travel to other country, they need to save up a lot of money, right? They afraid.
Well, like Vietnam isn't like China where it's a communist country, but they do control you a lot more than they would America can. Like American can just get a visa and go. Here you have to do much more to travel. So like I tried getting somebody help, and I took 7 months. I couldn't help them get a visa because it's just so difficult. So people, not only is it fearful, they give up.
Oh, really?
I don't want to be bothered. I don't want the country to know where I'm going. I don't want them to have my information. And they check all that.
No, that's not what I mean. So for example, when you want to travel, you just need a very small suitcase, right? You don't need much luggage, right?
Well, I don't, but I know many people, especially women, depending how many shoes they bring. You know, they can have one bag just for shoes.
Yeah, so that's why you try to put, right, a lot of things into your, maybe your suitcase because, right, they think they were needed. But actually, we don't need a lot of things like that.
Perfect example, the first time I traveled through Europe, you should have seen my backpack. I had Ziplocs of things that I thought of, and I didn't use any of it. And then my next trip, I got less, and I used less. I didn't even use everything I brought. So, yeah, they bring too much, and you never use it, but that's how you learn, right? That's how you learn. But in America, people are afraid in America too, because from me traveling Europe, Europeans get like 8 weeks vacation. In America, you're lucky you get 5 days. There are 260 million people, I think, in America. So if you're gone for more than 5 days, that next guy is waiting for you not to come. They'll just hire somebody else. So they're afraid of losing their jobs. A lot of people are afraid of losing. Europeans don't understand that. Europeans, they get the 6 weeks and then they get 2 weeks. In America, everybody, you have to work at a place for 1 year to get 3 days vacation. Get 2 sick days. You're not allowed to be sick. You sick, they're firing you. There's too many people waiting to get your job. So people are fearful of losing their jobs more than people are more willing to step outside the box and do things, but the fear keeps that will back. I know a lot of people that make money like me and they don't travel like me because they're afraid. And then I always tell them, just do it. You don't think about it. Just do it. And then sometimes they do, like, you were right.
Yes. So that's why I just want to compare travel to career. So for example, Vietnamese students, right? So they try to get a lot of certificates, a lot of things before they get a job. Right. Because they think, right? So they can help them get a better job.
Well, it looks good on the resume. But if I'm the boss and I'm sitting down and I'm looking, look at this, you think, wow. How many years you been doing that? Oh, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. But actually,
this dude right here has none, but's been doing that job for 5 or 6 years. They're gonna hire that person because he's got life experience. So it's good to have on a resume. You know, on my resume, I take many certificates for my fitness company for training kids and day camps, and it looked good. I don't think it ever helped me because it's my experience that always gets me my job or my personality. That's why do poor people or rich people work harder? Sometimes it's your personality.
so that's right. What I mean, you don't need, right, a lot of certificates like that because like travel. So that means you can buy things on the journey.
Yeah, each
Right.
certificate costs money, but like let's say you can get 10 certificates. Pick 3 of the best. The 3 that are going to help you the most. For instance, don't pick the one where it's not going to help you. Oh, I can speak Romanian, but you're never going to go to Romania. You get a certificate. I can speak another language, but you never use it. You know, something like that. You know, it's good to have the certificates. Don't get me wrong, but don't let the certificate overwhelm you on other opportunities. Life is the biggest certificate you can have. I've gone for jobs and said, you know, I lived in Turkey, so you know, so I'll go for a job. And they're like, well, what's this 6-month gap if you don't work? Well, I lived in Istanbul. Now the whole interview changed. Oh, you went to Istanbul. He forget about me not working for 6 months. And we start talking. He's like, oh, you have good life experience. Your personality is outgoing. That's what they want in work. They don't want a person to sit behind a desk unless you're coding or something. You know, you got to have personality. Everything is you need everything, pretty much. You just need everything. No. But all the certificates overwhelm you. And in America, they are very fearful because you don't get a lot of days off, and there's a lot of people.
So that's where I take a look at the paper.
Yes.
I have some kind of statements here like money gives you freedom, right?
Well, it does. Money does give you, I don't know about freedom, but it gives you an opportunity to see more or do more. It absolutely does. I mean, if you ask me would I rather be poor or rich, I'd rather be rich, right? You know, or would you you can be poor, medium, or rich? And then I ask, well, if I'm rich, how many hours a month am I working? Or you got to work 200 hours a month.
But actually now, Jeff, do you have freedom? You can do what you want?
My whole life is free. I have no children, no wife.
So that means you don't need to be a billionaire, right, to have freedom.
No. And I've seen millionaires. I remember I used to play professional sports. I meet many millionaires that are not happy because they just don't make time. They're workaholics. When you become, you know, Elon Musk or something, he's a workaholic. He never stops.
I remember, like, I used to watch a YouTube video of him, and he used to encourage, like, young people to work as many hours in a week possible. Nearly, like, 100 hours, like, yeah, this is really...
He wants you to work as much hours a week because it makes him more money, you know? He's on his private plane going to the Bahamas, and you're at work making him more money. So work more hours. Work more hours for me to make more money for me. That's why he encourages that.
So that means Bernie doesn't give you freedom.
Huh?
So that means Bernie doesn't give you freedom.
I mean, it doesn't give you, it gives you freedom to do a little bit extra, but it's not your freedom. Your freedom is your soul, your energy. You know, I have high energy. That's my freedom. I mean, you're going to tell me I can't do something unless you're my dad. You know, I'm going to say, you know, who are you? My dad big. No, sir. You know, my dad big. So, yeah, no problem, Dad. I'll do it. But, you know, freedom is, I mean, you need money to live. Can you eat for free? You can live for free, but you're homeless. You can eat for free, but you're eating out of the garbage, right?
That would destroy
That's freedom, though. Nobody telling you what to do. You're not paying any taxes. The government's not over you. That's total freedom. In America, a lot of homeless because a lot of them choose to live on the street, so nobody can control them. But I want some money. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to eat a core from an apple. I want to eat the whole apple. You know? So freedom is money, but it's not the world. It's not everything. You need money to have some sort of financial discipline in your life. But as far as freedom goes, it's here. I totally, like when you told me what we were going to talk about today, I thought it hit me perfect. Because I know how to make a lot of money. I have made a lot of money. And I've chosen to make less money, to not work 200 hours, to work 120 hours, which gives me more freedom to do what I want. But I still have money to spend for the freedom.
So that's why I want to have everybody here. So have you ever lose a friend because of money? So that's why sometimes money can be a problem.
Yeah, so hey, can I borrow $2,000? You have a lot of money, I need some money, I'll pay you back next year. But you call him next week to hang out, he never answered the phone again. So he's a grub. You know what a grub is? Somebody who's grubbing off you is somebody who take, but never give back. It's a grub. A grub is a type of worm. Right? How do you know a grub is a worm?
Like, I just can't hold from text.
So good. So, you know, make sure your friends. In life, I only have 2 good friends. That's all you need.
Wow.
I have a lot of people I can hang out with or I know, but I only have 2 best friends. And I've known them for 30 years, and if I needed them to help me, they were there, and if I was there to help them. And that's good. Everybody else, yeah, you can hang out with them, but are they really your friend? You know, I think in life, 2 good friends is all you need. If you have more than that, you're always busy. Everybody always moving. I need help moving. Can you help me move my apartment? 2 friends, make sure he own a house, he never move again. Any questions? Or because a lot of these are pretty much saved for a rainy day, put money aside, that's the same thing. Save for a rainy day is the same as put money to the side.
Now, I think number 7 is quite interesting.
Overspending.
So
most people overspend for convenience.
Yes.
You know, you could, perfect example, I watch on TikTok, Dash delivery guy. In America, they call it DoorDash. It's like Shopee food here, they deliver food. The guy ordered McDonald's. And the guy picks up the McDonald's, and then realizes the guy's house is across the street. He could have got up and walked across the street and walked back, but he DoorDashed it. He called Grab so they could deliver it. But he only lived across the street. He could have taken 2 minutes to walk. And the guy who delivered food was like, I can't believe somebody who lives, like you could probably look out the window and tell them what you want to order. And he just didn't want to do it. So, save money. That's another way to save money. Walk across the street. You're about to eat 4 Big Macs. Walk across the street. Get some exercise. But they overspend. They overspend on the delivery. But he could have walked. You see Gucci, right? Or you see phony Gucci, but it looked the same. Buy the phony Gucci. Nobody gonna know. Unless they really know Gucci and it. Well, the stitching very bad. Stitching not right. Yeah. Buy the fake one. It still look like Gucci. Lie.
Yeah, you used to buy
It's real Gucci.
but it looks real nice.
Yeah, it's real. How do you know it's not? Right? Lie to them. Who cares? That's a white lie. You know, a white lie and a lie different. Don't lie to people to get out of stuff, but like if I have a girlfriend, how do I look? Excellent, but she might look not good. But I'm like lying there, because then the rest of the night not good for me, right? So, oh, you look beautiful. White lies are okay sometimes. But overspending is when you're kind of lazy.
Okay, so I want people to talk about question 7, right? Part B.
I think it's better for the economy of a country or area, people saving money or people, okay? Well, I know the answer to that one. The more money you spend, the better for your country. If you're saving it, you're not spending it, it doesn't get put back into the economy. That's why right now America's economy is the worst in 50 years. Because he made the money so hard. For instance, you go grocery shopping, it used to cost $100, now it costs $200. Now you're not spending as much money, you don't put it back into the economy, and the dollar doesn't go up. So
spending better?
Spending for the country it is.
But actually,
not for you.
Yeah, good for the country, but country doesn't give me money to spend.
The country don't, man. Unless you collect unemployment. Like you get in America, you get fired from a job for a reason that you shouldn't have. You go to a unemployment, sign up, and they give you a check every week.
Wow.
For like 12 weeks until you find a job. Sometimes you don't though. If they fire you because you slap somebody, then they fire you for a good reason. You don't make money. So it depends on why you lost your job, where you can get unemployment. But unemployment, not a lot. I collected unemployment once, and I still had to go to a place where they give you free food, like. When you don't have a lot of money, in America, they'll have places you go and they'll give you a little bit of free food. So if you're on unemployment, you can show them, I'm not working, you go get money. My unemployment might only be $500 a month or $150 a week. That's not, and you can't do nothing with that.
So that's where in America, people have a lot of credit debts, right?
$1 trillion in credit debt. In America. It just hit $1 trillion 2 months ago. 1 trillion, not billion, trillion. Student debt, like you go to college and you take out a student loan, that is $800 billion right now. And they stopped it for COVID for 3 years, so you didn't have to make payments, and the country lost $1 billion. Because nobody was paying the interest rate. Same as credit cards. You get a credit card, you put $500 on it, but now you owe $550. So that's how the country makes money, through taxes, through debt. They want you to be in debt. They want you to be in debt. They want you to rely on the politicians. They want to control you. They want to take away your freedom of speech. They want to take away your First Amendment, your Second Amendment for having a gun. So they want to control you. They want you in debt so they can say, oh, we'll give you this, and oh, thank you very much. But meanwhile, they start 8 wars and spend $10 trillion, and $1 trillion of that could have went to everybody in the world and make everybody not homeless and not be in debt, but instead they have to make war. War brings money into your country. Because now, like for Afghanistan, we fight, America fight, we should never have gone. The president lied about Afghanistan. We go in to take their oil, not to make freedom. We wanted their oil cheaper. And we spend, for 20 years, we spend like $20 trillion. That could have went to help one person in the world, in America, and get out of there. But they choose not to, because they want you to be in debt. They want you to owe money, because it helps towards the economy.
So that's where I want to ask. So when you run out of money, you're broke. So you can borrow money from your friends without any interest. Or you can use your credit cards and you have to pay for the interest. Which is better?
I really don't like borrowing from my friends because they're just as hard off as me. And if something happens and I can't pay them back, I feel bad. In America, if I don't pay my credit card for the month, I don't feel bad. I'll pay a little extra the month after because I made maybe a little bit more money. But so I would rather use a credit card than borrow money from a friend. That's me. But I know a lot of people who borrow money from friends and family.
So, and you? Which you can choose?
I think I should.
Borrow money or use your credit card?
I think I should use my credit card because I don't want to borrow money from a friend. Is that good?
Do they have credit cards in Vietnam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they do, okay. Did not know that.
And you?
Yeah, I would rather to borrow from my family.
He's 22, he's young, he don't know yet. If you can pay back, it's fine. I would borrow from my friend if I could pay back. But sometimes you don't know if you can pay back on time. Your car might break down, your motor might break down. And then you gotta go to your friend and say, my car broke down, I can't pay you back. And then your friends say, well, that ain't my problem. And then you have no more friends. Or family.
Actually now I want to buy a house in Ho Chi Minh City. So I want to borrow from the bank instead of
Yeah, you
borrowing.
always borrow from the bank, yeah.
Yes, instead of borrowing from my parents.
Yeah, no, borrow from the bank. I don't know about here, but in America, you can borrow money. I mean, like you get credit cards, and if, let's say you can't pay your bills, you're allowed to file bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Bankruptcy, meaning, so you go to court, you hire a lawyer for like $2,000-3,000, but you use a credit card to pay the lawyer, and now you're gonna file bankruptcy, so you're not really even paying the lawyer, because that credit card will be clean. So you could, and then you go debt free. I'll be honest with you, before I moved to Vietnam 4 years ago, I filed bankruptcy. I owed like, I went on a lot of trips, and I knew I was I knew I was moving to Vietnam, and I didn't need credit. So, and after 3 years, your bankruptcy, okay. So I knew I was going to be here a while, so I went and I did a lot of I went and I paid my rent with my credit cards, and then I filed bankruptcy. And now I'm debt free and I moved to Vietnam. So if I ever go back home, I'm debt free.
How can that be?
The system is made for the people who make the system. There's always a loophole. You know what a loophole means? It's a little spot in what they make up so they can benefit. So find that little loophole, that little benefit, and use it towards your advantage. There's always the government doesn't make anything where it doesn't benefit them. Find what benefits them and use it. So I did it. I found out I could file bankruptcy, and I did it. Now, if I go back, my credit's clean, and I can get more credit cards. Now, the interest rate might be high. Like when I had a credit card, my interest rate was like 8. Now you get it, it's going to be like 20. So you have to, but there's a way around that. So I use the credit card like a debit card. So I'll use it, and then at the end of the month, I pay it all off. My interest rate will eventually go down. So every month you use $100, you pay it off $100, and in 6 months your credit rate will go down. So there's another loophole, another way. If you think life is a straight line, you're crazy. There's all different hems and everything around, and you have to find that and use it towards your advantage. I don't know as much about Vietnam, but in America, there's a lot of loopholes. So that's a big thing.
So two girls here. What do you think about this statement? So sometimes debts can be good motivation to make more money, to work.
Student money debt is a positive thing sometimes.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, I feel like it will put me under a lot of pressure. Like I need to pay back my debt. It's always in my mind. It's always like running through my mind. Like at night, couldn't sleep well.
Well, see, it's your bills. It's part of your monthly bills. You know, your rent. I don't think last time I did, I didn't think I put credit card bills on there. So it's just you got to make sure. Once again, if you make this much and you spend more than that, can you pay your bills? No. So you have to make sure your bills are less than what you make. In America, it used to be 1/3 of your pay should be free. Like you use three-thirds of it, but the other third you're 2/3 of it. The other third you should be able to save. Now they can't do that no more. Now people live month to month right now in America.
If I live paycheck to paycheck.
Yes, month to month or paycheck to paycheck. Some people get paid every 2 weeks. Some people get paid once a week. Not many jobs in America pay once a month. If you get paid once a month in America, you won't be able to eat. Most people will do bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks they'll pay you. Because you need some kind of money during the month. If you live paycheck to paycheck, you can't take a whole month waiting for your check. So in America, there's not many 30-day payments.
So that's where I heard the secret of America. So people, right, for example, if they want to have a car, right, they don't need to save money for a long time, right? They just buy it, and after that they pay, maybe they have a down payment.
Well,
right?
I was going to say, the car and the house, the same thing.
Yes.
The more you can put down, the cheaper your payment. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I could give you $1,000 on a down payment, but my monthly bill will be $500. Mm-hmm. But if I give you $5,000, my monthly bill will be $150. Same with a mortgage for a house.
So that's where American people, so if they want to buy the house, they just, they are not afraid of debts, right?
They're afraid of it, but, you know, they want the house, so they'll take the chance and they think they can pay for it.
Yep, and after that, they try to work hard, right, to pay.
To pay for that house, yeah. Because the bank will have no problem taking it from you.
But in Vietnam, people don't like that, right?
Yeah.
They're afraid of debts. So that's why they try to save money, right?
Yeah. No, nobody wants debt, but in America you need credit cards and everybody's in debt. Because you make this much, but then something different happened, you have to go to the hospital, you're going to use your credit card. Plus, you can't rent a car without a credit card in America. You need a credit card in America to rent a car. You need a credit card to do certain things. So you need a credit card. You need three different forms of ID, whether it's your driver's license, a credit card, and normally if you want to rent somewhere, your phone bill. So you need 3 forms of identification, even if you're going to buy a car or same with a house, something that's expensive.
So that's why after this lesson, we should have a credit card.
A credit card. I would get one. It's going to help your credit. I mean, as long as you don't max it out. You know, maxed out means use it all. Like if your limit is 500, you max it out, you used all 500. You know, but use it for emergencies. An emergency. And it will help you to gain credit. I don't know much about that here in Vietnam, but if it will help you gain some credit in America if you have a credit card. It will allow you to, because if you have a credit score in America, if you don't pay your credit cards or stuff, your credit score will go up and it's bad. So you do kind of want a credit card that you can pay off every month, because after a year it will make your credit score better where you can get a bigger loan for a house or for a car. So
You're like in Vietnam.
Huh? Same here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know that stuff. But
It's a kind of dangerous game.
it can be, yeah. It can, because if you use too much of it, that's it.
Yeah, but if you can play well, you can have what you want.
Yeah, I think everything is about being organized and planning ahead. Plan, you organize and you plan, and it should be okay. But you're never going to know what's going to come around the corner. You know, whether you get hit by a car or lightning. Or
So that's why we say no debt, no success.
No debt, no success. You know, Donald Trump probably has a lot of debt. You know, he's a billionaire, but I'm sure he has a lot of debt. Yeah, you know, and the banks count on his debt for other businesses.
No debt.
Debt.
Yeah.
Debt. Yeah.
Not debt.
Shallow. Yeah. Shallow.
Loans.
Yeah. No. You have debt that means yeah. You definitely want some depth. You don't want to be a shallow person either, right? That's what you mean. Yeah. Shallow mean you need the best of everything, or you know, if I don't have the real Gucci. I don't know.
Gucci.
Any questions over here?
Any questions?
Did everybody understand me? Did I talk too fast?
Yeah, I could understand like 90%.
90% you didn't understand?
I could understand, but
You could?
yeah.
Okay.
And just about like 10
Okay, I'll take the 10%.
to.
As long as, if you can get 90%, you can pass anything, right? And 90's passive, so. Because sometimes I tend, when I get on a subject with this, the past 2 times, it hits me in the heart. I tend to talk a little faster, I think.
So I think people here don't have a kind of problem like that because I guess they are maybe better than intermediate levels.
Right. Right.
Especially this girl.
Right here?
Yeah, she got 7 points in IELTS exam.
Better than me.
No, actually, right? A lot of Americans get around 4 or 5 points in IELTS exam. Yes.
Because you study for it, we just think it's natural, we'll answer it. And then you have to write 200-word essay in 20 minutes. And you're like, oh man, I can't do 200 words. Boom, your points are not right.
There's a lot of rules you have to obey in order to get higher band.
Right. And Americans, when we take the test, we just think because it's our natural language, we should be able to pass it. But if you work as a teacher here in Vietnam, you will understand, even though English is our first language, that's not how they teach it here. They teach a little different here than they would English normally. Like they teach more phrases. They don't actually teach the basics of English like I did last week with the letters. And so teaching here a little different than if I were to have a school, it would be the real English school. That would be the name of my school because, you know, teaching a 2nd grader to say, brush my hair, isn't teaching him English. It's just teaching him to remember how to say, brush my hair. You know, so that's a good score.
People should like throw at me like Vietnamese pass. I think I couldn't do it. Because,
My older brother, who makes a lot of money, before you go to college and high school, you have to take an SAT. It's an exam to see where they put you in school, and the top score is 1,500.
Wow.
My brother got 1,500, and then he took it again and got 1,500 again, and then just went up to everybody and said, too easy. He did it just to tell people, you know, to show this is how smart I am, you know, and then, but I guess he got him in any college he wanted to. But, you know, he take the test twice and get 1,500. Not many people like that. Not many people like that. But your classes will be easier at university. You'll be able to pick what you want. Where if you get a lower score, your opportunity for classes is less, I believe.
So that's why now she thinks that's not enough. She wants higher score in our exam.
Well, that's her personality. She want to keep doing better and better. Nothing wrong with that, but you've got to come to a fact in life where in the world, good enough is good enough. You do a little better, what is it really going to do? You got a 7. What can be better? A 7.5? Use your brain power to say, well, if I get a 7.5, how does it benefit me more than a 7.1? And then it's not going to be enough to make you study an extra hour every night. So I'm not saying not to study, but you have to come to a point where, is it worth an extra 0.4 or an extra point? You have to find out what that will do to help you more. And if it doesn't do a lot, you already got 7, you know? You don't need a 7.5.
So that's where, really, it's ridiculous. So we have a kind of IELTS exam because we want to speak like a native speaker. But actually, a native speaker gets 4 or 5 points. So that's why if you want to be like a native speaker, you just get 4 or 5. That's enough.
Because we just say it.
Yes.
There's a lot of things I don't remember I learned in school that taught me how to speak it. You know, like I'm 52. If I take the test now on fractions, I don't remember geometry.
Yes.
You know, that stuff. I never used it in my practical life. So if I don't use it, how do I remember it? I'm not just going to study it to remember something I don't never ever need.
Yeah, so that's why I don't need IELTS. I just want to be like you.
Just
That's
having a
enough.
nice apartment, a decent.
Yeah,
You sleep in your apartment for 8 hours, right? And then you come home from work. So you leave 8, you come home at 5. Then you maybe go out for a little while. So you may be in your house for 10 to 12 hours. And most of it you're sleeping, so just make sure your bed is very comfortable.
But actually, I don't just want to be like you, but I just want to, to be like an American in the way they make money.
Me
That's
too.
it.
Me too. Everybody want to be like that, but make money. You want to make money and be happy, or just work your butt off all the time?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a difference. I believe happiness is not how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
It helps, but it's not 100% happiness. Happiness comes from here and enjoyment in life.
yeah.
And if you're happy outside of work, it improves your work.
Yeah, and I also think that everybody value happiness differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
For example, for someone who want to enjoy life like you or many other people, they want to travel, they want to live freedom, that way they want to live freely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they just want to enjoy life, they want to satisfy what they really want inside themselves.
Their urge.
Yeah, but for some people, they
just want to be married and have kids.
yeah. I mean that there's some people that they took the job that they are doing is the thing that is they really want to do. It's like their pleasure. They can find happiness in that. Yeah.
Well, they say if you can find a job that you enjoy, you're very lucky. Because most people find jobs they do not want or enjoy.
Yeah, and I also think that is also the problem happen in our today's world because everybody they have something inside them, and that is their true nature. But they often most of the time they do not listen to that voice inside of them, but they just follow on the things.
Yeah, that voice in you is called a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Gut feeling.
Gut feeling.
Sometimes you get punched in the gut, and sometimes you don't. That gut can backfire. Some people are not lucky.
Mm-hmm.
So don't follow. If you're a not lucky person, don't follow your gut. Opposite. But you have to realize that. Most people are going to think, I'm a lucky guy, and then you trip over the curb. You know. And so it's follow your gut. But you also have to put education into the gut decision, Okay. Once again, organization and planning.
Okay.
I plan on traveling, or I plan on getting this job. What do I have to do for this job? And you plan for it and get organized for it. They say like you wake up in the morning, you should make your bed every morning. Because it starts your day in your brain as an organized person.
Okay.
If you wake up and you just get out of bed, they say your day will be not as organized. Because you're more hectic. You're running around more. Because if you're not making your bed, that means your alarm went off, you got 10 minutes to leave the house and get to work. Right? And now your day is hectic. But if you have time to make your bed, oh, it looks so nice, and then you go to work, you're more organized, your brain, your day will be better.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Now, I've made my bed, and I haven't made my bed. For me, I'm just an organized person. So I don't need to make my bed to feel organized. That's me.
Okay, thank you.
Because I'm more
Jeff.
sports-minded. And that, when you're sports-minded, you're organized. You have to practice, you have to go to the gym, you have to do this. There's everything for your sport. So that's why I think I was more organized. My brother is slow. But he make a lot of money. You go in the back of his truck, pizzas in the back seat. He don't throw nothing away. It's all in his truck. Back seat, back seat, back seat. And one day he go into there, he's like, oh, this is where my dog was.
Okay, so thank you. I think that's enough for today.
Hopefully I help. I don't know. It's good to hear English. It improves it just listening to it. You go to university, right? How many letters in the alphabet?
27.
No. See?
38.
No. How do you go to university for England and you don't know how many letters in the alphabet? She lied because I do it all the time. 26. How many vowels?
Let's say 8.
No.
Vowels.
Vowels. 5.
Yes. If you know your vowels and your sounds, you can say any word in English. Right? Abaca. If you know how to pronounce the letters and you know syllables, you can pronounce any word. You might not know what it means, but you can pronounce it.
Okay. Thank you everybody for coming.
I feel under pressure.